Okay guys, hi. It's been a long time since I have made a video for this channel, and there's a reason for it. There's a lot of reasons for it. So, I really have missed talking to you guys, and I have some notes that I'm going to be referring to. Okay, anyways, back to what I was saying. It's been quite some time since I was able to get back on here and talk to you guys about what's been going on. A lot has changed. A lot of stuff has happened in my life that I wasn't expecting, but hey, that's life, right? I'm sure that's what we've all been going through with this COVID and everything. It's just been, one thing after another. But what my biggest dream and my biggest passion has been for the last 10 years is to get on camera and to talk to people and maybe reach an audience that can relate to me, or, talk and be, a family, or, family, or somebody who we can, share our interests and our problems with and whatever, okay? So, whenever I post my last video, I titled it, my family catfished me. Like, my whole family catfished me. And it was basically the truth. I was lied to. I was deceived by most everyone in my family. And I don't know if that's something that is, common nowadays. But it really hurt me to my core. And from that, I have been dealing with legal issues. I've been dealing with so much, like so much. My children and things like that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, CPS, that has been involved. And you know what? That's something that I want to really openly talk about on this channel. So if you or anyone that you know has ever had CPS called on you, whether it be false allegations or maybe something true, and you were just blindsided by it, and that's your baby. You don't ever want to, lose your child. And whenever somebody calls CPS, they're coming for your child, your baby. That's your child, right? But, you gotta look at it like this. They're there to protect your baby. And us as mothers, we think that we know what's best for our children. We don't want anybody to take our children, so we're gonna be like, oh no, you're not gonna, you can't come in here and take my child. Who are you to tell me how to raise my children, right? Well, guess what? Here in America, they have every right to come and take your babies. Guess what? If you have any drugs in your system, they test your hair. Not just your urine, but your hair. They test it. That's a reason to take your child. Mental illness, that's a reason for them to take your child. So many reasons. And like, for that alone, I am just baffled, okay? So I am here as a friend, as a mentor, as anybody who you would like to talk to, ask questions, this is a safe zone for anyone who has been through similar situations, know someone that's going through these kind of situations. I have heard it happening a lot lately. I live and am from Texas, and I've heard it from a lot of different people that CPS is being called, like people that have vendettas against somebody, like, oh, you know, I'm gonna call CPS on you because I don't like you. They pick up the phone, they call, and they say, hey, you know, my friend, or, you know, not my friend, but so and so's over here, and they're doing drugs, and they're doing this, that, and the third. CPS is not nothing to play with, okay? And I'm tired of people saying that, oh, you know, if you get CPS in your life, you're terrible, you're the worst. Good mothers, you know, they get CPS called on them all the time, and they get their kids taken away, or, you know, they get, you know, reprimanded or whatever. And you know what? Look, I'm not anti-CPS because the Gabriel Fernandez story, check it out on Netflix. He really needed some help, but he didn't get his help that he needed. You know, so look, this is where I'm at, okay? As a mother and women, we all need to stand up as Americans, because I feel like, as someone who has struggled with mental problems, addiction issues, and poverty, you know, it's hard to have a baby in America, and you're given this wonderful gift, you know, and you're just expected to not have any of these problems, because they're gonna get stripped from you, your child, your baby. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm talking today, to let you guys know this is a free zone to talk. I'm not gonna let no bullying go on. I'm not gonna let no, you know, you're this and you're that or whatever. You know what? Here in America, I feel like there's a lot of things that need to change. And these are the main things that affect me. Addiction, it needs, addicts, we need a little bit more help and a little less judgment, okay? Mental health, same thing, a little more help and a little less judgment. And I feel like it's the same thing with addicts and mental health. Also, you know, being a mother, okay, we have our babies, we love them to death, you know, and I know for one thing, my son and me, we are the closest. We love each other so much, and ever since I conceived him, the CPS and all that system has been on me, because like whenever I found out I was pregnant, I had some weed in my system. I stopped smoking, and all of that when I found out that I was pregnant. But I guess that, whenever the doctor, tested me, she had found out that there was marijuana in my system, and I live in Texas, and she's like, oh, well, you had to be marijuana in your system, so this and that. And I said, oh, okay, that's fine. As soon as I found out that I was pregnant, I quit all of it, and I was telling the truth, and some people, I'm not trying to put anyone down, but they would continue to smoke and do whatever. But me, I didn't want to do anything to harm what was growing in me, okay? And whenever my baby was born, they tested him. They tested his everything. They tested his poop, okay? And they could not find anything because I stopped everything, okay? Because I want to make sure my baby was born with no problems, alright? And he didn't have no problems, okay? Thank God. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like I was born with the gift / curse of knowing what's up. I don't know if it's common sense, being able to read vibes, or just knowing what's up. But I've always known what's gonna happen, right? Like, whenever I was pregnant with my son, I had a feeling, and I started looking up things about ways they could take your child, and things like that, because I was like, the person I was with, or the father of my child, kind of knew that, like, we might not make it, because we did not plan this baby. We did not, say, hey, we're gonna have a baby and be a family and all that. I was working, as a bartender at Papacitos here in Texas. I was making margaritas and stuff, and he was making his fajitas, and we were just whatever. And found out, I just found out I was pregnant. And I just was like, I knew that I needed to figure out a way to, like, make sure that, like, my baby wasn't gonna get taken away from me, and that's why I kind of had a feeling, like, not that I was gonna, keep smoking while I was pregnant, but like one of the first or second doctor's visits, the gynecologist, she came in and said, I just want to let you know that your drug test came positive, or you came out positive for marijuana on your drug screen for the baby. And I'm like, oh really? Well, I have not smoked since I've been pregnant, and I didn't even know that they drug tested. I just stopped smoking. Like, once I found out that I was pregnant, I just threw it out the window just for the safety of my baby, right? And I was like, okay, that's it. That's all. I'm done. Okay. And I threw it out, and so whatever. And then I was like, what's the deal with that, right? Like, why? And I had my son's father in the room there with me, and I'm just like why? Like, I kind of, me and my son's father, we weren't like, oh, we're gonna be together forever type relationship. We were just like hanging out, co-workers who would just happen to whatever. And I just know. And then whenever I had my baby, I wasn't doing nothing. I just kept working, didn't smoke, didn't drink, did nothing. They, like, whenever I had my baby at the hospital, they came in to the hospital, and this lady, like, got one of his diapers out of the trash. It's like, what are you doing, right? Like, what doing? Taking the dirty diaper out of the trash. It turns out she's like, oh, we gotta test this poop for, they said, the meconium for drugs, to see if you had been doing drugs in utero. And I said, okay, for real? Like, God, I was like, okay, whatever. And so they did. They went and they tested the thing, and I was kind of mad because I'm like, you're making me feel like I'm some kind of drug fiend. I was working the whole time I was pregnant, this and that and the third, and obviously, the drug test came back clean, but it's like from the first day, or from the beginning of me becoming a mother, because they tested me and I was positive for marijuana, they labeled me a drug head. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Because I know that I had no positive drug screens after that. But since, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That's what it's like here in Texas. So that is the beginning of this long story that I've had to deal with, being a mother here in Texas. So, and that's why, like, the catfish thing and all that, that's why I'm so, like, uber protective, like, more so than anybody, because, like, the way I look, I look like I do drugs or whatever. Apparently, like, you can't do nothing without anybody just wanting to take your kid. So that's what I'm telling y'all. No, I did not do drugs when I was pregnant with my son, and the poop proved it, okay? Part 2 is coming soon.